And to answer my question from last video, if I could buy a car under $50,000, what would it be? What is up, YouTube? It is 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to all of you guys. I hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. Also, something really cool that I noticed was if you look at the past 3 of my videos, I was wearing white, blue, and red. And today's July 4th. Isn't that just awesome? I just found out that my exhaust is like super loose. And I don't know how this happens, but it's like really loose and it looks like it's about to fall off. So let me show y'all what that looks like. This one has like that much of a gap in between. But if you come over here, this one has like probably 4 inches of gap and it's literally just straight wobbling. We're gonna go see what the loose bolts are or whatever it is. Oh God, okay. Yeah, so we're gonna go see what the issue is and hopefully get this fixed today. Before I begin, I just want to apologize if my videos are kind of shaky. As you guys can tell, or if not noticed, I don't have a window mount for my car yet, so I literally just hold it. Like I'm just holding the GoPro while I'm driving, and it's obviously not that safe, and my arm gets really tired, but you know, it's alright until we get a window mount. Before I go into the reasons though, I want to ask the question for today. If you could pick up one talent, what would it be? Basically, you just get this talent and you just acquire it. You wake up the next day and you have this talent. It could be maybe being really good at a sport, maybe being super talented musically, you can play an instrument, you know how to dance, you know how to sing, maybe you want to learn how to knit. I don't know, whatever it may be. So if you could pick one talent, let me know what y'all would be. Say it in the comments below and I'll tell y'all mine next time. So let's go into number 1. The first reason why you should buy a Hyundai Genesis Coupe 2.0T is the looks of this car. I mean, the exterior is just beautiful. I feel like the Genesis Coupe really stands out. It has a wide body, aggressive front end. If you put some mods on it, it can really look nice. It stands out and people are like, is that a Hyundai? Like, I've had people come up to me and be like, yo, what is this? Like, what kind of car is it? And I'm sure if you have a Genesis Coupe, you know what that's like too. A lot of people literally don't even know what it is half the time. They're like, what is that, you know? So that's really cool knowing that your car stands out to the fact that they, 1, don't believe it's a Hyundai, or 2, don't even know what it is. Number 2. So the second reason why you should buy a Hyundai Genesis Coupe is the aftermarket potential. This car, of course, it's not a 370Z or anything like that, but the aftermarket potential is pretty good. I feel like it's cheap, and with this I do want to include the community as well. Going back to the potential, there's a lot of parts that you can find for relatively cheap price. I'm almost at full bolt-ons and I don't think I've spent that much compared to a lot of people that I know have bought a lot of parts. I'll be making another video about every mod on my car and going into further depth, but the mods are fairly cheap. I even got an ECU flash from SFR Tune and that wasn't that expensive at all. Additionally, the gains you get from just getting full bolt-ons in a tune is pretty good. I mean, like the 2.0T with 275 to the crank coming out of the factory, you can get it to about the speed of the 3.8 with full bolt-ons in a tune, and that's pushing about 340 at the crank, and that's pretty good for a 2-liter. And the community, the KDM community, is really genuine and really cool. It's small, everybody's close, everybody knows each other. Like at U of H, I knew a couple guys that drove Genesis and Velosters, and they were really cool. So if you're gonna get into it, get into the modding, like the people are supportive and they'll help you a lot. Going into number 3, this kind of ties back to number 1 about just the looks of this car really nice. So number 3 is about exclusivity. I don't even know if that's a word. Exclusivity. The exclusiveness you get when you have a Genesis Coupe. So the looks are nice, of course, but the better part about this is that when you're on the road or you pull up to a meet or even Coffee and Cars, you're like the only Genesis Coupe there. I go to Houston Coffee and Cars and I see maybe 3 Genesis Coupes, and that's pretty cool. Like pulling up to a car, be knowing like you don't have a really expensive car, but people are still gonna look at your car just because it's exclusive. There's not that many on the road, so you pulling up one of 3 I don't even know, the Genesis Coupes is gonna be really cool. Not only are the looks really nice and they stand out, you get to kind of stand out even more because you have a car that not a lot of people have. And for me, that was a really big factor on why I got this car, because of course I was looking at the other sports cars in the 25 to 30K price range, but you see them all the time around town. I mean, especially in Houston, I see a lot of the other cars, but I don't see a lot of Genesises. So that was really cool to, or it is really cool still, to kind of drive around and not really see your car anywhere, and people kind of know you, like, oh, that red modded Genesis coupe, like, dang, that's stock boys, like, that's stock boys, you know? All right, guys, so we're pulling up to Brennan's house right now. So Brennan is leaving to Birmingham, Alabama for minimum 3 months training on his new full-time job. So we're here to surprise him, say bye before he leaves. He's not expecting the vlog, so he's probably gonna be super freaked out, or he's just gonna be super excited.
Oh my god.
What's up, dude?
Dude, UH. What's Gucci, man?
Alright, what do you have to say to YouTube before you leave?
I got a couple of things to say. One thing is, this guy's an amazing YouTuber. First of all, always support this guy. He'll support you back 100%. He did that with me. I love everybody. I know y'all don't talk to me that much, but that's cool. But yeah, so I'm gonna be in Alabama for a couple months. I'll be training. Hopefully I get to come back. Couple different things in the lifestyle, and then yeah, so just 2019, it's our year, guys. So
alright, so Brennan, if you could buy one car under $50,000, what would it be?
definitely the M4, BMW M4, probably about a 2015, 2016, heavily optioned, and that's a beauty right there.
Say bye to Brennan, guys.
It's go time, baby.
Oh.
Yeah. Get my out.
Moving on to number 4 is gonna be, it's affordable. Going with gas, at the end of the day, it's a 4-cylinder. Even though it has a turbo, that means the tank isn't that big. You're gonna get decent gas mileage, and it's a Hyundai at the end of the day. So even if you take it to the dealership, oil changes are maybe 30-40 bucks. Air filter, transmission fluid, differential fluid, anything you can think of. Like, the maintenance is really easy to work on, and it's really cheap. So overall, this car is really affordable, and if you want to start working on your car or make it a project car, you can do it easily without having that much car knowledge. It's a sad day. The muffler shop is closed. Good news, I did find the problem, so I want to show y'all that real quick. I don't know if the camera will catch it, but you can see the rod has been ripped. Not ripped, but like it's literally broken off. So that's gonna need some welding, definitely. But I guess we'll just have to come back tomorrow. On the way to my cousin's house, and we're gonna watch Midsommar. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but I'm gonna watch that today. Seems like a really crazy movie. Fun fact, I love like thrillers, psychological stuff, like just psychotic stuff, you know. I like seeing people go crazy. I'm not crazy though, don't worry. And the very last reason, and honestly, I think this is the best reason. You know, you gotta save the best for last. So, the 5th and final reason, if I haven't convinced you yet on why you should buy a Hyundai Genesis Coupe 2.0T, is because the sounds this car produces. It's like a band. It's like a one-man band. With the exhaust note, with the turbo spooling, with the blow-off valve, this car, it just sounds amazing for a car that's $25,000. I mean, if you're in the used market now, it's like 10 to 15,000. The turbo, you really hear it. Like, even in the cabin right here, when you're driving by and people, like, they'll hear it. So I think that's really, really awesome to have a car that you really feel like the turbo is right next to you, you know? It sounds amazing. So that has to be the reason, if none of the reasons that convinced you on like why you would fall in love with this car. Just because we all know as car enthusiasts how important it is to like hear your car and you just have like an eargasm, you know? It's just like, oh my god, it sounds so good, right? So that's me with my car all the time. But yeah, those are the 5 reasons why you should purchase a Hyundai Genesis Coupe. Just to recap all of them, number 1, the looks of the car. It's stunning, it looks amazing, and it has the lines, it has the aggressiveness. Number 2, I just realized I was holding up number 2 the whole time. So number 2, aftermarket potential. There's cheap parts, you can do it yourself, and you can get a lot of gains from just doing full bolt-ons in a tune. Number 3 is gonna be the exclusivity. I just made that up, guys. I don't know if that's a word, but I'm gonna say I made it up. That you get with owning this car. You pull up to a meet, you really might be the only one there, or with a couple others. Number 4, the affordability you get. The economical practicality you get with owning this car. The parts are cheap, the maintenance is cheap, the gas is cheap. Oh, I didn't mention this earlier, but this car, you don't have to put premium in it. Yes, you do get more horsepower and torque, but you don't have to put premium in it, which is awesome. And number 5, the turbo noise. Oh my god, the turbo noise, the exhaust sound, the blow off, and the intake. It's just amazing. Those are the 5 reasons why you should buy a Hyundai Genesis Coupe in 2019. And to answer my question from last video, if I could buy a car under $50,000, what would it be? Once again, this is another obvious one, guys. It'd be a used GTR. Like, that's a fact. Facts with a Z. There's no car out there that can beat that. Like, come on, guys. We already know. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be producing more videos like this, and my first car review is going to be coming real soon, so be on the lookout for that. With that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing 4th of July. I'll see you guys next time. If y'all could please like. See, I'm not going to say like, comment, subscribe. Just like. Like the video, it would mean the world to me. Peace out, Stock Boys Nation. I'll see y'all next time.